Welcome to Learning Monkey. I am Raghu here. In this class, we will discuss about the attacks that are possible on Elgamal crypto system. In our previous classes, we clearly discussed about what is meant by what's the mathematical proof for Elgamal crypto system, and we have done one example. Please watch the classes and come back here. The link for the playlist is provided in the description below. This is very simple class to understand if you know the basics from our previous classes. So the first attack which is possible is a low modulus attack. That means suppose if the value of p, so randomly you have to select a prime number p in the Elgamal system. If it is not big enough, means if it is a small value, if you consider a small value, it is very easy. There are some ways to identify the D value. D means a private key value easily if the value of P is small. So that's why this is one of the attack which is possible, but anyhow we are going to take the large P values. At least for today's computational systems, at least we should have 1024 bits. Means 300 digits should be there. If you consider those many bits, then it is not possible to identify the D value for the given P value. So this we call it as low modulus attack. And one more attack which is possible for the Elgamal system is a known plain text attack. So what's that? Let's try to understand. If we use same random number R, so what we are going to do in our system? The encryption, who wants to do the encryption? He will take the public key and he is going to randomly generate a number. That number we call it as R. If he used the same R value for all the messages, it is easy to crack the remaining messages if the hacker knows any one of the plain text. If the hacker knows one plain text, he can decode remaining. Let's try to understand how he is going to decode. Assume P and P dash are two messages. P is one message, one plain text, P dash is the second plain text. Hacker knows P. Anyhow, somehow he hacked the system and he knows the P value. Once he knows the P value, the remaining messages he can easily crack it. How he can do it? So what happens inside during the encryption in the Elgamal system? In the Elgamal system, we are going to generate C1 and C2. The actual message, the actual masking happens on C2. What happens inside the C2? C2, we are going to plain text multiplied by e to the power of R mod P. This is what we do in C2. So once the hacker knows the plain text P and he hacked the ciphertext C2, what he is going to do is he is going to identify e to the power R, that value. E to the power R value is given by C2 multiplied by plain text inverse mod P. Identifying inverse is very easy by using Euclidean algorithm, or somehow we can use Fermat's little theorem because P is a prime number. These discussions made previously. So by using the inverse value, he can easily identify e to the power R value. If the same random number R value he used for the next messages, how he is going to crack those messages? So P dash can be identified. P dash means next message. For P dash, he is going to generate C2 dash. Once he got the C2 dash travels in the internet. Anyone can see that C2 dash. Not anyone. Those who have that hacking capability, little bit of hacking capability, they can easily take the C2 dash. C2 dash multiplied by, he already generated e to the power R. E to the power R whole inverse mod P. He is going to get the P dash value. Why we are going to get the P dash value? By applying this. Inside the C2 dash, what's there inside the C2 dash? P dash multiplied by e to the power R multiplied by e to the power R whole inverse. We know from all these are generated based on the ZP star multiplication modulo. So x inverse is 1 remained with p dash. So that's why it is going to get p dash value. So the point you need to understand in the Elgamal system, for every time when you are going to do encryption, you have to randomly select a new R value. You are not going to use the same random R value. If you use that, by knowing the single plain text, hackers can hack the remaining plain text messages. So these are the basics we need to understand on attacks of Elgamal system. Hope you understand these concepts. If you have any questions regarding the concept, please post your questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel and press bell icon for the latest updates. Thank you.